Yeah, it's always those moments after a show wraps where I always find myself still here in the studio, just I don't know, just reflecting, just thinking about how the show went, just thinking about what I could have did better, thinking about areas of improvement that could be made, and just overall just being grateful first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? And being grateful for the fact that so many people tuned in and rocked out with us tonight, and just grateful for the overall fact that not only was I, afforded the opportunity to be able to go live and have a great show tonight, but just the fact that had, a lot of people that was tuned in and rocking out with us. We went almost 5 hours tonight. Like, that's the first time in a long time that I think that I've had a stream that went that long. But I don't mind doing it, especially when I'm enjoying myself, when I know that there's people out there that's tuned in and watching and they're enjoying it and everything like that, and it doesn't feel like the show is stale or boring or anything like that of that nature. It always makes me feel good just knowing that, people tuned in to rock out with us and everything that we did and all that good stuff, man. So, I always like to make sure I express my gratitude, and I know I was doing this a lot at the early start of this year, while I make these little videos and stuff like that, thanking everybody after a show. And I kind of chilled on it for a little while because I didn't want to feel like I was, doing too much or, being overexposed, meaning that I was constantly in y'all faces. I just rocked out with me for almost 5 hours. And here I am now after the show, making a quick video just to make sure I say thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's easy just to be able to type it, put it in text, post it up on social media and say thank you. But it's another thing when you actually, take the time and you make a video so people can see your face, people can hear your voice, and people can just understand and feel the sincerity behind your words. So from the bottom of my heart, I know I always say thank you to each and every one of y'all that tuned in, that rocked out with us. Like I said, it wouldn't be possible without y'all. That's why I call y'all the livest audience that a guy can ask for. Because like I said, if it's not for you guys tuning in and rocking out with us each and every week, you ladies, you gentlemen, rocking with us on a Friday, it would just be me sitting in front of a camera behind a microphone playing music for practically nobody. So once again, I just do appreciate you more than more than I can ever express. And it does mean the world to me to see so many of y'all and just to know that, artists still genuinely rock with what it is that we're doing over here, not only with the EMillio EgBar show, but with exclusivity media overall as a whole. Like I said, I always have these moments where I sit here and I reflect and I always think about what I can do to better improve the show. You know what I'm saying? Because like when it comes down to it, not only is it about just the quality and making sure that I put together a good playlist and play good music, but it's also about, making sure that people that, spend their time or invest their time with me on a Friday night, I just want to make sure that I'm putting out the best product possible. And then not only that, it's also about creating opportunities for people to not only have their music showcased and played, but to also open up opportunities for them outside or beyond the realm of my show. My show is one thing, but it's another thing when I know for a fact that, somebody was granted or blessed with an opportunity because somebody that tuned in and watched and heard a song from an artist that they feel as though that they could offer an opportunity to. That's what the overall mission is. I started this platform, years ago with the Nonstop Radio Show with that purpose in mind. And even though we rebranded and the show took on the identity of me this time around, I just wanted to make sure that, we are still staying true to what it is that we're doing and just looking to create opportunities for artists to be able to not only be heard, but also for potential life-changing opportunities that can put them in the position that they long dreamed about, the positions that they work hard for, and just for the things that they desire in this music industry. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just hope that, we are fitting the bill. I hope that we are, doing what we got to do in order to make that possible. I know we still got a long ways to go. It's been, since the beginning of this year when I finally decided to rebrand from the Nonstop Radio Show to the EMillio EgBar Show. And trust me, it wasn't an easy transition as a lot of people may think that it is or was. It really wasn't, being that, I was under the Nonstop Radio Show name for a long time, and then just, finally decided to, with so many people putting it into my ear, to go ahead and just rebrand the show and, step out on your own limb and do your own thing. It was very uncomfortable for a little while, man, until, eventually I was able to find my pace or find my niche within this space, or whatever the case may be. And I know 2025 is almost over. Thanksgiving is in a couple of weeks, and then you got Christmas, and then before long, boom, we right at New Year's. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know 2025 has been a year of figuring things out, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, seeing what we can take and improve on, and see what doesn't need to be bothered, or whatever the case may be. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, this first year and all that stuff like that, this was just more so the trial era, or whatever I should say, or the trial period, for lack of better terms. But I feel as though that, 2025 has definitely been dope, doing this show each and every Friday night. And I'm really looking forward to 2026, you know what I'm saying? However that's going to look in terms of this show progressing, the exclusivity media progressing and everything. I really am just looking forward to what lies in store for this platform, and for all the artists that utilize this platform each and every week, and for the viewers that utilize coming over here and spending their time with us, man. So once again, I truly want to say thank you. I want to congratulate all the artists tonight that made it onto the top 10 of the week. I want to say thank you to all the artists that submitted music for tonight's playlist. And last but certainly not least, I want to say thank you to you, all of the viewers who tapped in, whether it was here in the States, internationally. Doesn't matter, wherever you tuned in from. I definitely felt the energy, whether you commented or you didn't comment. I felt the vibes, I felt the energy, and it was just one of those things tonight where I just really truly enjoyed being able to be in front of you all tonight and being your source of entertainment. So with that said, I know we just wind down from the weekend, and here it is, just what, 3:30 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? We just wrapped the show like maybe an hour ago, or probably even almost 2 hours ago, whatever the case may be. And I feel like I'm still not finished with working and doing what I got to do here tonight. So I'm about to go ahead and get ready to sign off on this video, and I'm ready to lock in and either make some beats or, clip out some parts from the show. Let me know. As a matter of fact, if you happen to watch this, let me know if there's any particular part within the show that you want me to clip out. What I want to do is I want to start making sure that I put out the content from the show that people want to see, whether that's the masterpiece or disaster, whether that's the top 10 of the week, whether it's a particular song that you enjoyed or whatever the case, or some of the talking points that we had throughout the show. Just let me know. I would love to make sure I put that out there, make it available for all of y'all out there to listen to, watch, and enjoy. Just let me know, leave a comment or whatever the case may be, and I will gladly make sure I get to that. I know I slowed down with doing that because I know a lot of artists that do have projects and new music dropping. Some of you guys send the music over to me exclusively, and I don't want to step on nobody's toes or disrupt anybody's marketing strategy that they have for the release of their music. So that's why I kind of stopped clipping out songs and putting them on social media and stuff like that. But if that's something that y'all would like for me to do again, please let me know. Leave it in the comments and let me know what you think, man. So with that being said, I had a great time tonight. I hope you all had a great time as well. And I will see y'all back here once again next Friday, starting at 9:30 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be rocking with a new live broadcast of the EMillio EgBar Show. If you missed tonight, it is available still on X at the EgBar Show. And I just want to make sure y'all know that the holidays is coming up. Like I said, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. So we may, the week of Thanksgiving, we may not have a show. I will let you know because I know what my plans are looking like. So I don't know if I'm going to have a show, but I will definitely keep y'all informed and let y'all know what's going to happen in advance and all that good stuff. So like I said, I'm about to get out of here. I wasn't even trying to make this video a 10-minute video, but sometimes things happen. I'm about to go put on a cup of coffee. I'm about to, sit back, get in the studio once again, or stay in the studio, keep working, and making sure, we do what we gotta do to keep elevating this thing and keep on improving from week to week, from show to show. Like they said, the thing in showbiz is always be better than your last and always keep them wanting more. So until next time, y'all all be good out there. You heard? It's your boy EMillio EgBar signing off. The EMillio EgBar Show, Exclusivity Media. I will see y'all next week, and I will see y'all throughout the week on social media. Y'all be easy. You heard? Peace.